My name is Chicka Slim Shady.
A lot of things, and I want to have a voice in hip hop. I want to have a voice. I want to be able to speak and people listen. So when I get to that certain level where I'm gonna be able to speak and people are gonna listen, then I'm gonna tell my side of the story. Other than that, it's judgment. They're gonna say what they want to say, and they're gonna make their own conclusions or whatever, you know. And they're more than welcome to do it.
Incredible. You know, the timing wasn't right for me at the time, but I always felt like you always want to make, like I always want to do stuff that when we're doing stuff from music that fits makes it reminds you of who is this guy?
Is exactly what was going through my mind. It was like the power. You know, I always want to feed off the energy of the crowd. And the crowd was just ballistic. You know what I'm saying? Like packing them and selling them out. You know, it was amazing.
You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing to hide from the world. You try to hide something from the world, you're gonna get exposed. You know what I mean? Somebody's gonna, you know, I say my name on records, my full name, you know what I mean? Check me out, you know what I mean? I grew up in Detroit on the east side, you know what I mean? My name's Marshall Mathers. I don't even have to like sit and sweat it. I feel like when people pop in the tape and they listen to Eminem, they're gonna know where I'm going with it, and they're gonna know like I'm not trying to like commoditize whatever. Yeah, I'm not trying to make bank off it. I'm not trying to capitalize off it. I'm just trying to you know, I'm just trying to do my thing. I'm trying to represent where I come from, where I grew up at, the type of lifestyle that I led, you know what I mean, growing up, and just be myself and share my point of view with the world. And I feel like a lot of people are going to relate to what I'm saying, because whether white, black, whatever nationality you are, you know, there's a lot of poor people, there's a lot of lower class people in America that can feel where I'm coming from. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of things I say, a lot of people can relate to, like, oh, I've been there. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not the only person in the world that don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that feel the same way I do. I don't like to just like come out and say it though, because it's like, people are gonna think like, oh, this white boy, blah, 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 blah. He thinks he's from the street. He thinks he's doing, you know what I mean? So it's like, I prefer to keep that type of aspect under wraps until, you know, what more can I say to that than there's a lot of white people don't got it and a few do. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, it's like I was born this way. I look like what I look like. I can't help that, you know. Let me do what I can while I'm here. You know what I mean? It's like nobody had to accept me. Nobody had to like my stuff, you know?
Maybe because it doesn't sound like everything else, and what most people are doing. Maybe that was what tainted their ear.
First off, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim. West side when we rock.
Cause I got it going on. I'm a nice dude.
Remember a time in hip hop where you had to be so different from the next person? There's a shift somewhere that happened that if it doesn't sound like everything else, then it's trash automatically. And I just sat back like, okay, all right, I can take that. It's not like I can't take constructive criticism, but I feel like it kind of went beyond constructive criticism. So I had to go back to it and look, I have made albums that definitely probably would not be the top of my list. Relapse, which I believe Encore is a better album than Relapse. Relapse is something that I looked at in a couple of years, went back to and cringed at. Made Recovery. Yeah. And I always say that if it wasn't for Relapse, I wouldn't have been able to make Recovery. And if it wasn't for Revival, I wouldn't have been able to make this album. So I see Machine Gun Kelly talks about Eminem's daughter, whatever, right?
Tough talk from a rapper paying millions for security a year. I think my dad's gone crazy. Yeah, Haley, you right. Fuck.
It never hit my radar. I didn't even know about that until like literally like a year and a half later. So what the fuck? Click on it. Like, yo, why is he a press run basically about Haley? I'm like, what the fuck? Yo, my man better chill, right? So that's not why I dissed him. The reason I dissed him is actually a lot more petty than that. He got on. First he said, when he said, I'm the greatest rapper alive since my favorite rapper banned me from Shade 45 or whatever he said, right?
Let's talk about the fact you actually blackball a rapper that's twice as young as you. Let's call Sway, ask why I can't go up to Shade 45 because of you.
like I'm trying to hinder his career. So I don't give a fuck about your career. You think I actually fucking think about you? You know how many fucking rappers that are better than you? You're not even in the fucking conversation. I don't care if you fucking blow or if you don't blow. It doesn't matter to me. But then when you get on Tech Nine's album and you start sending shots and people start hitting me up, yo, Machine Gun dissed you, he just dissed you, he dissed you. I'm like, I listen to it, I'm like, did he really diss me though? I keep listening to it. Yo, this rap, you not gods. And then somebody sends me a screenshot of his Twitter. And it says, had some shit to get off my chest. You just rap, you not God. Some shit like that. So I'm like, on the song he said, y'all just rap, you not gods. And on Twitter he said, you just rap, you not God. Had some shit to get off my chest. And I'm seeing, and by the way, this was on the heels of the freestyle he had just did about Shade 45s. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Now I'm in this fucking weird thing because I'm like, I gotta answer this motherfucker. And every time I do that, it makes that person as irrelevant as people say I am in hip hop. Yeah. I make them bigger by getting into this thing where I'm like, I want to destroy him, but I also don't want to make him bigger because now you're a fucking enemy. So that's how that happened. So he made a reply to my reply. So regardless of what the fuck he wants to say, oh, it's from 6 years ago, motherfucker. I'm telling you the reason I dissed you now. I'm telling you. And I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna wait for a second just to see, because if people start firing off and I try to answer every fucking buddy that I dissed on Kamikaze or had words about, I'm gonna be going the next 5 fucking years making diss song after diss song, you know what I'm saying? So I chalk it up to them being young and just kids, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, I've been there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I was dick when I first came out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to like it. The fuck?
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil fork tongue. They grew horns from pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher. Bud Light shirt, lyrical it's you. I make believe. What's the ask for making the collab with me? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like Abracadabra. On my last trick, poof, just like that, and I'm back, bro. Back in the days, gets case of vote into smiley face emoji. My shit may not be age appropriate. This whole world's about to turn into some Girl Scouts. Censorship girls out. This verse it did start off lighthearted. It first step up to that mic, cock it then. Oh my God, it's chicken out again. For my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bro. And for my last trick, poof. And for my last trick, abracadabra, just like that, and I'm back, bro. Sometimes I wonder what the old me say. It is today. And what's my name? Like me, I'm a bigger prick than cacti be. Black guy, peas, whole world, cause I got it at my feet. You thanks it to the anger, you cancel me. What? Okay, that's it. I vanish into the thin air as I'm leaving like.
I'm a great driver. I just got my license back.
I'm about to reach in my back.